When a project fails, the human instinct is to look outward. The market shifted. The client was vague. The timeline was unrealistic. We point fingers to protect ourselves. Navy SEAL officers Jocko, Willink, and Leif, Babin realized that this instinct to deflect blame gets people killed. They developed a counter-approach called extreme ownership, forged directly in the soot and gunfire of Ramadi, Iraq. The premise is absolute. A leader must own everything in their world. If a subordinate makes a mistake, the leader failed to explain the process. If the team fails, the leader fails. There is no one else to blame. This mindset dictates the culture of the entire group. When leaders cast blame, the team casts blame. When leaders take responsibility, the team steps up. As the SEALs put it, there are no bad teams, only bad leaders. To do this, a leader must cultivate belief and check their ego. They have to deeply understand the why of a mission and put that mission far above their own personal pride. So the next time a mistake occurs on your watch, skip the scapegoat. Instead, ask yourself, how did my communication or training contribute to this? Taking absolute ownership forces you to find solutions instead of making excuses. That shift in perspective turns a fractured defensive group into a highly resilient unit. Establishing that internal mindset is step one. Step two is translating that ownership into execution out in the field without collapsing under pressure. Take a look at this abstract model of an organization. Right now, these departments operate in isolated silos. The first law is cover and move. To survive, eliminate silos in favor of mutual support. The second law is simple. Overcomplicated plans guarantee failure. Watch the overlapping connections strip away until only a bold, clear pathway remains. Complexity is the enemy of execution. The third law is prioritize and execute. When you are overwhelmed by multiple problems simultaneously, trying to fix everything at once leads to disaster. You have to relax, look around, and make a call on the single biggest threat. Now, the fourth law is decentralized command. In Ramadi, Willink established a clear rule of engagement for his snipers, identifying targets. If you have to pull the trigger, make sure the people you kill are bad. That is commander's intent. It means communicating a broad, clear goal rather than micromanaging every step. You give your team the purpose and the end state, and you allow the junior leaders to handle the details of getting there. Try this on your next project. Keep the plan incredibly simple, and verify that every single team member understands the ultimate goal before you start. Applying these four laws gives a team a repeatable framework. It removes the chaos of a high-pressure situation and allows them to systematically dismantle any challenge. Surviving a crisis is one thing. Sustaining victory over the long game requires an entirely different level of ongoing discipline. That discipline starts with a standardized planning process. Senior leaders must stay focused on the big picture, intentionally stepping back so junior members can take ownership of the tactical details. It also requires managing relationships in both directions. If your boss does not understand your team's needs or denies a request, you cannot blame them. You failed to communicate clearly. You have to lead up the chain of command. Conversely, you must constantly lead down the chain. You cannot sit in an office. You have to physically step out, coordinate face-to-face, and ensure the frontline troops completely understand the why behind their orders. Willink and Babin call this balanced discipline equals freedom. Strict adherence to standard operating procedures actually creates the flexibility you need to operate dynamically. Waiting for 100% certainty before you act is a recipe for failure. You can start practicing this immediately. Proactively lead up your chain of command by giving your boss clear, simple updates before they even have to ask you for them. Leading people is a severe daily challenge. But when you combine extreme ownership with strict discipline, you forge a team that will execute, adapt, and consistently win.